also to existing sources of funding, and I look forward to the Minister's reply.
My Lords, in rising to follow the noble Lord Russell, I feel I should begin by declaring my position as Vice President of the Local Government Association and also of the NALC. And with the greatest of respect to the noble Lord, I would point out, of course, that the impact of austerity and the slashing of central government funding for local government has left departments there utterly eviscerated and the resources lacking to be able to take actions that many may be desperate to act. And in saying that, I did rise. I have two reasons for rising, one of which is to express the strongest possible Green support for the amendment in the name of the noble Lady Baroness Ulloch and the noble Lady Baroness Twycross to allow local authorities to provide their own childcare services. These are public services in the community that having them under democratic control is surely an extremely good way to proceed. And in noting that, I have a question to put to the noble lady, the Minister, rising from issues that I have raised with the noble lady previously, which is the rise of the involvement of private equity and the financial sector in the childcare provision sector, in the childcare sector. And it has been described as it becoming a playground for private equity. The investment funds have more than doubled their stake in the last 4 years. Ofsted registered nurseries. There are now more than 1,000 which are fully or partially owned by investment funds. That's 7.5% of all places, up 4% from 4% in 2018. That's 81,500 places being run for profit. Companies which have, we know from their involvement in the social care sector, both stripped huge amounts of sums out and also introduced massive instability. We think of what happened with the collapse of Southern Cross and Four Seasons Healthcare, the financial engineering that's so often behind that. With that in mind, particularly Government Amendment 259 of services wholly from non-domestic premises. Now, the noble lady, the Minister, talked about local community centres or village halls, and I doubt, picking up the points made by the noble lady Baroness Pinnock, provided they have the right facilities, I don't believe anyone would have any objection to those kind of facilities. But I think it's possible to imagine, picking up what the noble Lord Russell said about places near where people work, that you might see private equity invest in building or repurposing a facility designed to set up for a whole lot of small groups of childminders coming together, but private equity, financial sector sucking huge amounts of money out of that. So I wonder if the noble lady, the Minister, either now or perhaps in writing later, can tell me what the provisions for non-domestic premises actually mean. If someone set up a for-profit setting, what kind of controls there will be to make sure that that's not exploitative of the childminders or the children and their parents.